Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a review of the new Petula collection. This is launching on August 31st at 12 p.m. Eastern times. The other time zones will be on the screen. And this is a whole collection of a bunch of their Sierra pieces. It has been a while since I've done a dedicated Petula review, but thankfully I got all of this stuff with plenty of time to do this review. The last time we talked about a Petula review on this channel, it was their Cassie collection, and I'm just not a huge fan of that fabric, but I have not talked about the Sierra leggings and shorts on this channel yet. But besides the bear, they are one of my favorites from Petula. They're super soft brush, they hug every curve, endless stretch, and they have a little hidden scrunch in there. I do have a discount code with Petula. It is just my name, Kathryn, for 5% off. And without further ado, let's get into everything. So first of all, the colors. We have classic, just black and white. Then we have Carob, which is kind of a cooler tone brown. Sierra, which is a warm tone brown. Sky, which is this dusty blue, which is of course gonna be my favorite. Then we just have some long sleeves and things in similar colors, but those are the most notable colors. We are reaching the end of summer, so I definitely feel the fall tones coming out here, which I'm a little sad because I'm not quite ready to give up my fun bright colors, but at least I have this blue to live in. So first of all, I just want to go over the fabric that almost all of the pieces will be coming in. I don't think it technically has a name. I've just been kind of calling it the Sierra fabric because it's the fabric of the Sierra leggings. But it's an 80% polyester, 20% spandex. It's double brushed, so it's soft on the inside and out. It's about a medium thickness, but it really just like hugs every curve like I was talking about. Not like the Cassie where I feel like we get like a flattening effect sometimes. So this one's almost a little bit thicker than Cassie, but way more stretch. Here's a close-up. It's brushed, but I feel like it's been pretty pill resistant so far. And if you are more familiar with like Buff Bunny fabrics, I would compare this to a Newbury. Let's start off with the piece I'm currently wearing and was just holding up. This is the Brami, or is it Brami? I used to be team Brami, but that brand on TikTok that always has a bunch of these, they call them Bramis. Basically, it's the combination of a bra and a cami. So we have a cute little high neckline kind of scooped around the shoulders here. The back is almost racer. The straps are still kind of narrow back there, but not quite. It is kind of a shorter to mid-length crop, and it does have a full built-in bra with removable cup pads on the inside. So it is a true Brami. For me, it's not enough when they just have cup pads or just like compression for support. I need to have that elastic down there to really give some lift. So let's try this on. All right, here is the Brami top. So like we mentioned, full built-in bra with an elastic at the bottom. The elastic fits me perfectly in a size small, so I would say this is true to size. If you are in between, I would consider a size up though, just because sometimes the shoulder area can be a little bit tight. So keep that in mind, but generally normal sports bra size is fine. I would give this a full coverage. You don't even really get side boob. There's just like a little bit of armpit area. So if you're someone who likes to hide that little armpit area, it has that kind of scooped neckline, but I think this neckline is really cute. Emphasizes the shoulders a little bit. It's about a mid-length crop. It's not the longest of these Brami tops I've seen, but on me, I'm barely showing any skin, so most people this is going to hit right at the top of your legging waistband. Perfect fit on this one for me. We have a lot of stretch in the fabric, but it's nice and snug here. Like I said, in the shoulder area, if you have larger traps, just be aware this might be an uncomfortable shirt for you. And then the back is very simple, just kind of narrow straps up there. And then support, it's like a solid medium support. So yeah, this one I probably would personally wear this a little bit more for lifestyle, just because I don't always like wearing built-in bra tops to the gym, but this would definitely be perfectly fine for lifestyle and gym wear. Next, we have the only sports bra of the launch. This is the Diamondback sports bra. So again, made of that Sierra fabric. It's actually got pretty good coverage. I feel like Petula has been getting better with their sports bras. They used to not really be very large cup size friendly, not a lot of coverage, and they used to run really small. I'm finding they run more true to size now. I'll do a side-by-side of this one, which is a size small, and the one I got in the previous launch was a size medium, and I just felt like the medium, the band was just a little loose. I had some loose fabric in areas, and I've since then switched to all smalls for my Petula sports bras. So we have an elastic along the bottom. We have the Petula logo in front and center as well. We also have removable cup pads, and I also feel like their cup pads have been getting better. They're nice and big. I hate when cup pads are like too small and they're not too thick. Straight up and down tank straps. Then you have these little woven in and out details in the back as well. All right, here is the Diamondback bra. This is a small. It fits way better than the medium for me. We have a nice elastic at the bottom here that provides some security, but it's not too tight. Again, it's snug in the small, but I like a snug band because that gives me some more support. Coverage is actually great in this one. I feel like this is also a full coverage. Support is a similar medium support. I'm really not bouncing around. We have a scoop neck in the front. I prefer when logos are in the back personally, This comes a little bit closer to the armpit area than the Brami top does. And these straps are straight up and down, but they have those little crisscross little strap details to kind of keep them from falling off the shoulders. So I don't have an issue with these straps ever trying to fall down. Another thing that's nice about this one, if the Brami top was not your thing because it cuts into the traps, these straps are straight up and down, so they're not going to do that. So yeah, when I first had this bra in the medium, just wasn't really feeling it. I was having like weird gaping areas, but this one fits me basically perfectly. Let's move on to the leggings. We have the Sierra legging. They come in a 23 and 26 inch inseam. I wear the 26. These are just so soft. I love them. They have kind of a shorter waistband compared to the Cassie's. Still, there's no top band, there's no front seam, and we have a slightly extended gusset in the front. And they also have just slightly tapered glute seams in the back, but nothing crazy. Petula word logo in silicone in the back as well. And then you have the back rise seam with a hidden scrunch, guys, a hidden scrunch. So we've talked about hidden scrunches on this channel. Personally, I love them. I think they just give a little bit of extra glute separation without looking too obvious. Pro tip, if you're wearing a hidden scrunch legging, we've talked about this on the channel before, you're going to have to be wearing a thong or commando. If you're wearing full coverage underwear, it's not gonna go up the cheeks in the way that it is supposed to. You don't have to put it up the cheeks though. It is optional. As you can see in the back, it's really not scrunchy at all, so you're never gonna get that kind of gathered fabric effect, which personally I don't like. I think it looks kind of cheap, but there is an elastic that goes up the back rise seam. It has a little bit of stretch to it, and this just allows that seam to kind of sit between the glutes a little bit, give you a high on the booty scale, and be super flattering. It also really works with the Sierra fabric because it is so stretchy and just contours every curve. Then the rest of this legging is very basic. There are no side seams, and again, I have the 26 inch inseam. Let's try it on. All right, here are the Sierra leggings. They are definitely a high rise. They go good inch above the belly button here. I really like the height of the waistband here, although it does not provide a lot of lower tummy control, so just keep that in mind. It's pretty straight across in this area, and these have the kind of thicker flat lock seams, but they lay really flat, obviously. No front seam, and the gusset is not visible from the front here. There is a chance whenever you have a hidden scrunch in the back of a little bit of tightness in the crotch. No front seam camel because of that. I don't think that they are too tight in the scrunch, so I think it's a nice balance. Overall compression is about a medium. I'm finding that they are a little bit snug in the calf area down here, but they are very stretchy, so it's not a huge problem. Before we do a full length view, we take a look at the back. The seams go well above the glutes in the back and contour a little bit, and you have that hidden scrunch. I didn't even pull these up the glutes very much. This is just how they are. You can see they just provide a little bit of cheek separation, but you can definitely gather them a little bit more up the back for even more of a separated look. But if you just pull them on straight up, they're just gonna kind of contour a little bit better than a regular legging, but they don't really look like a scrunch. Cellulite, these are like a medium thickness, so you might get a little bit of coverage. And like I mentioned before, these have no side seams or anything. These are 26 inch inseam, which is about a 7/8 length on me. And Petula came out with these leggings for the first time this year, and I just think they're an amazing legging. They almost have a similar feel to the Valerie leggings, except I think the waistband is a lot better. Those ones dipped down a lot, and that fabric I felt like was a little pill prone. This fabric is still really soft while still not being so fuzzy that any like trauma to the leggings is going to cause pilling. So these are definitely one of my most recent favorites from them. Next, we have these Sierra shorts. They are coming in a 4 and a 6 inch. I always get the 6 inch. These are basically going to be the same as the Sierra leggings. We have that double thickness waistband, no top band, no front seam, slightly extended gusset, those slightly curved glute seams with the hidden scrunch. And then we have a 6 inch inseam, and the thigh opening is super stretchy, very thick thigh friendly. I'm gonna show a side by side of these Sierra shorts and the Cassie shorts, just to kind of show the differences there. The Cassie, I feel like they have a slightly higher rise. The waistband area is just a little bit longer. They do have different seams as well. The Cassie seams are a much more delicate seam. The Sierra seams are that thicker kind of flat lock type seam. I honestly don't really have a seam preference. I think it makes very little difference, but I just feel like the Cassie's squish down the glutes so much more. And the Sierra, not only with that hidden scrunch, but the maximum stretch of the fabric just does wonders for the glutes. And I feel like they're also a little bit more comfortable and thick thigh friendly as well. Let's try them on. Oh, Peach, we were just gonna do a cat appearance. Did you see her run away? She just wants to play. Anyways, these are the Sierra shorts. I just love these so much. You have a high rise, like the legging, a good inch above the belly button. Again, not the most lower tummy control, unfortunately, but I do still really like the waistband on this one. We have a nice wide thigh opening and a lot of stretch down there, so I would definitely say these are thick thigh friendly, true to size. These are actually feeling more of a light to medium compression. The leggings felt like more of a medium, and I think that's because on the leggings, most of the tightness I was feeling was in the calves. With these, they don't cover the calves, so very true to size. We have a high on the booty scale with that hidden scrunch. You can pull it up as much as you please, and I do find it stays put really well throughout the workout. I'm not having to constantly readjust, so super flattering. I love that they come in both 4 and 6 inches. You guys know I love a 6-inch short. They stay put throughout my entire workout, and they're really great when you have some thighs and they just tend to eat shorts right up. Next, we have another new item. This is the Scoopneck bodysuit. I don't know if they've done bodysuits before. They definitely have been getting into kind of like more lifestyle pieces. Like they've had a couple dresses, things like that. Oh no, we definitely had a bare bodysuit. But I believe this is their first bodysuit with an actual built-in bra. If you have a spaghetti strap bodysuit and there's no built-in bra, it just ruins the vibes because then I have to wear a bra under it and then you can see my straps and I just don't like that look. So when you already have like basically a built-in sports bra inside, solve so many problems. The straps are also adjustable in the back, which is also helpful, and it also scoops down a little bit lower in the back. It is a thong style bodysuit, which I prefer because first of all, I just like thongs more than regular underwear. It also eliminates the possibility of any underwear lines. One thing I did notice about this bodysuit is there are no little clasps. So if you're going to the bathroom, you are going to have to take the whole thing off. As someone with a long torso, I don't really use the little bodysuit clasps very much because they're just kind of difficult. Like you have to pull so much of the fabric down in order to clasp it that sometimes I just end up taking the whole thing off anyway. Or honestly, any of my ex-dancers know if you've worn leotards a lot, sometimes you just pull it to the side too. That is another pro tip. And then we can see on the inside here, it has a full built-in bra with the removable cut pads and an elastic. Let's try this on. All right, this is the Scoopneck bodysuit. Just threw it on with these little Petula shorts from a while ago. So we can see though, it does have a little seam at the edge here, which I will say, I feel like it's kind of cutting into me. Size up if you're in between for sure. It is also a thong back. Personally, I like that because you're not gonna have any underwear lines. We have that built-in bra with cut pads and an elastic. Because they did the elastic all the way around, but the back is very scooped, they kind of had to dip down the elastic down here. So it almost feels like the elastic isn't quite sitting all the way under my bust. I don't know, I feel like gravity is pulling me down a little bit. And I like, you know, if I'm wearing a bra, I want it to be counteracting gravity, lifting me up. So I don't necessarily feel like it doesn't have any support. Like it has like a light support, but yeah, it's just kind of weird having like a bra band basically being in the middle of your back. But I still appreciate that they put the elastic in there because like it's good to have it, but just a strange feeling. It's made of that stretchy fabric, so it has lots of vertical stretch, so I feel like it's mostly long torso friendly. I just feel like they are irritating my shoulders a little bit, so just keep that in mind if you are on the taller side. I feel like the straps can get a little bit snug. So yeah, I do like a bodysuit from now and then. I think this one's actually very comfortable, you know, in the bottom area, except for the seam down here. And here's a view of the scoop back. It's actually quite low, but definitely these straps can be a little bit uncomfortable, but that's just probably mostly a height thing. All right, now we're done with all of these Sierra fabric pieces. We just have a couple little tops outerwear items. So this is the ribbed crop tank. It's a 63% modal, 37% polyester. So whenever you have a modal fabric, it's always very flowy and lightweight. It's got a scoop in the front and a racer back. Looks like pretty scooped armholes as well. It's very lightweight, almost kind of like a denim wash look to it. And it's just a layering piece, so there's no built-in bra or anything. Okay, here's the tank. I'm wearing the Brami underneath it, and they're basically the exact same length, so about a mid-length crop. We have that same kind of scooped arm area here. Oh, that was twisted the whole time. That's fun. We have a thickened sewn edge around here. A little bit scooped away from the armpits, but not too much. Definitely true to size, but if you're in between, I think I would size down just because it definitely has a good amount of stretch to it. And then the racer back, you can see compared to the Brami in the back, it is a much more classic narrow racer back. So yeah, this is definitely more of a layering piece. I think it's kind of a nice, cute little tonal look with the sky blue bottoms. Then we have the men's long sleeves back. Listen, at first when they were sending me men's long sleeves, I was like, what are you guys doing? I'm not a man, but I wear these so much. So I wear a small. They're definitely very oversized though. I believe I've had a medium in the past and that totally worked for Ian, and Ian is kind of like a classic men's large. So this is an 86% polyester, 14% spandex, and it's basically like an oversized long sleeve made of a lightweight like legging material, like the Sierra fabric, except more lightweight. So it has a little bit more flow to it, but it's still so soft to the touch. And sometimes you just don't feel like wearing like a scratchy cotton long sleeve. So I'm constantly wearing these for lounge. It's also one of my go-to self-tan shirts. Like after I apply my self-tan and I want to wear a long sleeve so that it doesn't get on anything. These are just so soft. It just makes sense. Anyways, let's try this on. All right, here is the men's long sleeve. You can see it is a kind of like more oversized fit. The sleeves have a little cuff at the bottom as well that go kind of over the hands, but when you kind of roll them up, it just gives you this little poofy sleeve look. It is a crew neck, but it's a little bit wider around the neck, so it's not super tight. There's little slits at the side here, Petula logo at the bottom left, and a little seam detail up at the top of the shoulder. Yeah, I just love these for lounge, and they're super soft and cozy. And lastly, we have the light fleece cropped crew neck and just the light fleece crew neck. These ones are pretty heavy on the branding, so you definitely have to be into that, but it's an embroidered Petula logo all across the front. It's made of this kind of classic sweatshirt fleece material. It's a cotton spandex blend. It has this kind of darker ribbing around the neck, the bottom, and the wrists. And the ribbed cuffs, those have a good amount of stretch to them, but the actual fleece sweatshirt part just has a little bit of give. And it is lined with a super soft fleece, but it's more of like a light to mid weight. Here is the fabric up close. And here is the inner fleece. The cropped one is going to be pretty cropped, but they do have a full length. I have a small in both, but the full length one looks like a little bit oversized. Let's try these on. All right, here's the cropped fleece. So it's actually more cropped than the Brami top. So if I wear the Brami underneath it, it does peep out a little bit. So just keep that in mind. I would definitely say this is a shorter crop. When it comes to my cropped jackets, I like them to be like right at the top of the hip, so like not even super cropped, but this is a good like gym layering piece as we enter fall for me. I think the cuffed detail is super cute. Again, I'm not a big logo person, but I feel like it kind of works with this one because of the like tonal colors going on. We have that soft fleece on the inside, but it's still not super hot. The sleeves are full length on me. It is going to show your sports bra when you raise your arms, so just keep that in mind. We have a crew neck, but it's not like super tight against the neck. And then just kind of a overall relaxed fit, plain in the back. I would definitely stick true to size. It's already a little bit oversized, but it's not too overwhelming for me. So let's try on the full length. All right, here's the full length version. It's definitely giving oversized sweatshirt vibes. This one is still a small. It comes oversized, there's no reason to size up. It's also very long, like it covers the butt. So for my, you know, slouchy sweatshirt girlies, this is gonna be a good one for you. Like I said, for me, I would love like a mid-length, you know, not cropped, not super long. I just find that sweatshirts are really cute. Like right here, like the Petula fleece one, the Sherpa fleece that launched before, that I still wear like every day. I love that one. We have the branding across the front here. The cuff detail is less obvious on this blue. The fleece almost matches the ribbed area, so you get less of that tonal look, whether that's your thing or not. This definitely feels like it is more of a medium or women's large. So if you want a more snug fit, I would definitely size down at least one size. And then here is the back. The sleeves are a little bit long on me too, kind of gives that little slouchy sleeve look. But yeah, this one's cute. Definitely a good fall piece, not super warm, but definitely got that cozy vibe. Okay guys, that is it for the review. Again, this launch is on August 31st at 12 p.m. Eastern time. And code Kathryn gives 5% off. In terms of my top picks, honestly, whichever mood you're into, shorts or leggings, the Sierra leggings and Sierra shorts, I love them both. I'm so excited to have some more colors in them. I also really like the Brami top, just a nice little top to wear for both lifestyle and gym. Again, the men's long sleeves, I love just wearing those for lounge. They're super soft and they also have held up really well over time. I wash mine all the time. The fabric is still doing really great. And honestly, those are my top picks, but I really liked everything launching. There's nothing that really stood out to me that I really didn't like, so you really can't go wrong. If you made it this far, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!